Alright, well, I haven't done much video on this car. I have been really busy. So I thought I'd give you a quick update and what I'm doing. I would love to make a video out of this, but I have no doubt that this is going to not go as planned like normal whenever I do something, especially when you're dealing with something that's aftermarket. And although they say it's designed to fit on this car, you know how it is. Anybody who's worked on anything, especially if it says it's made in China, good luck making it fit the first time. So with that said, today the air conditioning is going to be installed. I'd like to get the radiator support on too. Not sure if that's going to happen, but it's going to be as close as it can. It's a little cool today. It's very overcast, dark. That's how it works. So what I got is I bought a kit basically from AutoZone, and forgive the light if it's dark. Here's the compressor. I've already got the brackets on. It's made by Four Seasons. I'm gonna lay it down. Sorry about that. Anyway, it's supposed to fit where the R6 compressor that these things normally would have had fit. So the brackets bolted right up. I was shocked. It even came with bolts in the kit. It came with an accumulator and 3 sizes of tubes, a different style of tubes, I guess I should say. I'm not going to pull them all out right now. But it's got 3 different tubes in there of various, and they got all kinds of funny bends on. But anyway, come with an accumulator, come with 8 ounces of oil, and with various the O-rings for the 134, and an orifice tube, which I absolutely had to have. This one came apart in about 50 pieces. Ended up about having to drill it out. I literally had to beat it out with a Phillips head screwdriver back and forth till it finally came out. So that's what I'm going to do today. So I'm going to put all the AC stuff in that I can get in. And like I said, I'd love to set up and actually do it as I was actually making this work. But I've already got the brackets on. I have not tried to test fit it. I was going to, just to see what would happen and then talk myself out of it. It's just because I just have a feeling I'm going to be fighting this. Plus, the bolts. I was the one who took the AC stuff off. It's been 3 years ago, and of course the bolts that would have been in all these brackets are long since gone. I bought several sizes of bolts and to replace them, and it's just, you know how it's got to work. The power steering pump's just hanging on there by a bolt. It's not actually doing anything. I just had to get out of the way. It kept leaking on the floor, and I kind of straightened this frame up, cleaned it up a little bit. I may have had another video and somewhat touched it up. Similar, the same color as what I used on the radiator support. When I get it all together, I'll kind of show it to you. There was just no sense in trying to do all this. I said fighting this in the cold and being a new setup. A couple things that's helped is that when I took off, it's going to be dark. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this or not. Forgive my mess. I'm still in here cleaning. I've done a video on how bad this thing looked. It's just going to be too dark. I'm sorry, guys. This isn't working. I don't believe you're going to be able to see that. No. Anyway, that's the compressor. You may be able to see. You may not. That came off of the car. As you can see, I kept it as together as I could. I'm going to walk back up front. And then the condenser itself, I've got 2 of them here. One of them is off my 76, which is the one that's got the hoses, the mess there, and then this is the one that's actually off of this car. You would think, being 1 year apart and using the same compressor and the same body style, that they would use the same components, and that is not accurate. They did a change between 76 and 77 that the accumulator was way different. The hoses going to it, this actually has the low pressure cutoff switch is there, and obviously I have that little red cap. I've had 134 in this before. Where the 76, it was a complete different setup. The hoses were different. They did not have the pressure. I don't think it was in that. I think it was actually in the accumulator. Now, my car was already stripped. Everything was thrown in the trunk except the accumulator, and it was, the condenser, it was still hooked up. They did not have it bolted in real well. There was no bolts in the mount. It was just actually just kind of hanging there. I thought about using it because it looks to be newer than mine, and the fittings themselves seem to be the same, but mine's already bolted up, or this one's actually already bolted up. I just need to change a couple of the rubber mounts that are tore up, and I have extra because of my car being all tore up. So well, some of them, I think 1 out of the 3 were tore. And then this car here, several of them were, you know, you can see the one mount. They were just like the actual rear support bushings. They're just wore smooth out. They're just degraded over time and whatnot. So anyway, I'm going to put all this together. I'll do a video of it once it's complete. I'd like to actually get this car running by tomorrow. I got to work on somebody else's car for them tomorrow, and I got to work the weekend night, so I don't know what I'm going to be able to get done. But I'm hoping by maybe Friday having this thing actually up and running under its own power. The front clip won't be on it, but it'll actually be drivable. It's going to look like crap, but I need to get it kind of mobile, just for the simple fact that it's just easier to move something around when it's operable. Like I said, I really had planned on this motor being bad, and I'm still not 100% sure that lifter swap has fixed this. It just, starting it up, it seemed to have fixed it. And I didn't, of course, let it run more than just probably a minute and a half because it didn't have any coolant in it, and I had a piece of hose run there on that transmission coolant lines with a couple of clamps, and it was leaking pretty profusely, so I wasn't gonna, you know, just sit there and let all my transmission fluid run on the ground or hurt something. So anyway, I'm gonna get this together, do the oil change, then I'll do a video of it, possibly running, doing the cam, so I don't know, or doing the break-in. I'm not really sure yet. And of course, once that's done, then I'll have to change oil again, and but it'll be one step closer to being finished. So anyway, AC first, guys, and I'll put you back on here and show you what I got done later on. Talk to you later.